Hey guys, doing a road trip today. Right now we are in a beautiful canyon. The aspen trees are changing color. We've been on the road now for a couple of days and we're heading to Bryce Canyon to do some hiking there. And we're taking all the back roads, trying to just take our time and really enjoy it. Stay tuned, we'll get you some good mountain footage. So we hope we're going the right way. This is a mountain pass, so now this is a road trip. Get off the beaten path a little bit.
Hope you don't get too lost.
Well, this explains why we haven't seen a lot of cars.
Yeah. I think we've seen a total of 5 cars.
Yeah. We're on the right road, and this is an awesome mountain road. You can see kind of the area we're in. Extremely beautiful. We made it off the mountain road through some small towns with some gorgeous houses, old houses that are 1903. A lot of them are dilapidated, but very fun to see. And now we are on our way to Bryce Canyon, but Circleville, we might stop there. And Butch Cassidy lived there for a while. We actually just left his birthplace in Beaver, Utah, so we might find an old cabin he lived in this area. Quick stopover. My wife found a cemetery, Spry Cemetery, and as you can see, I'm actually in the middle of the cemetery here, and out in the middle of nowhere. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to stop and take a look at some of the gravestones, some of the history. Can you imagine being born in 1900 and dying in 1989? I mean, the changes you would see in society and with technology. And one thing we're noticing is there are a lot of kids out here just back then with the medical care they had or didn't have. The way of life was a lot harder. A lot of children in here. Obviously some of these headstones are new. There must be some type of service project in here that they've come in and updated these headstones, because that's obviously not the original. This has got to be original. You can see, or you can't see, there's a bunch of verbiage up here that's faded. Get down here, it says born February 25th, I think, died April 4th, 1891, aged 1 month, 9 days. And you can kind of see the inscription is much different. It looks like it's been done by hand and not machine, so this has got to be an original headstone. Gosh, a lot of babies in here. All right, on the road again. Not sure where we're going to stop next. Hopefully we make it to Bryce.
Before dark.
We are here. We are going to do, it's about a 1 hour to 2 hour hike probably for us 2.5, given all the filming I do.
Yeah.
So it starts off the Navajo Loop, and then we're going to connect to Queens something, and then loop around on the Rim Trail. So ought to be kind of fun. One thing I commented to my wife about is how areas like this kind of transcend language and culture. Coming down the trail, there was these two guys in front of us, and one stopped and started taking pictures of these trees that were on the ridge line. And I actually already saw them and went, okay, I got to get a shot of those. So I walked by and I looked at them. I said, hey man, I've got the same idea as you do, or something to that effect. And the other one gave me that look that I'm all too familiar with. I didn't understand a word you just said, meaning they didn't speak English. But how both of us from two different areas of the world, two cultures that are very different, can see the same thing and be interested in it and just take joy in it. That's another aspect that I really enjoy about these type of areas. So we just broke off the Navajo Loop, and now we are on, what was it called? Queens Garden. Queens Garden. So this isn't a loop. So what we'll do on this is we'll just follow the trail around and hit the Skyline Trail back. But it's hard to walk 2 steps in here without wanting to take a picture of something. Still a lot of people on this trail, but not near as many as the Navajo Loop.
Makes me wonder what the different trails are like during the high season.
Oh, yeah. More foot traffic. I would bet this is probably one of the best time of years.
Yeah.
This in spring. Just for the heat. I mean, it's hot right now. It's unseasonably warm, but it's still really nice out here. One thing for sure about these areas is I typically like to go to places that I don't see people. I just prefer that. I like getting out here. I like being alone. In fact, in order to shoot this, we had to get off the trail. It's definitely a tourist haven in here, right? So you're not going to get away from people. But at the same time, it is interesting to see people literally from all over the world here. There's all different kind of languages being spoken by people walking by. All different kinds of nationalities. Just within the States, when we pulled into the parking lot, just all over the United States, people are from here. So it's interesting, and it's fun how it brings people together to experience this beautiful area.
When I was younger, some of my favorite trips have been just having a general idea of a destination, but no plan along the way. You just kind of go until you get tired, find somewhere to stop, and okay, now where are we going to go? What's on the map? What looks interesting? And when we bring our kids, I feel like we can't really do that so much, but we kind of have to have a a basic plan in mind, for sure somewhere to stay, because I don't want to end up in the car with all the kids and have to sleep there. But it's been a really fun trip. I mean, we pretty much only knew we wanted to come to Bryce Canyon, and we've just kind of made it up along the way as we went, and it's been really fun. It's been really relaxing, and just we've seen so many things that we never would have seen otherwise. Even if we didn't have the kids with us, if we had a set plan, we wouldn't have seen all of those cabins and the cemetery and that whole, basically that whole canyon we drove through.
Yeah.
We would have just stayed I-15, which is basically what I've done most of my life, just the main roads and get from A to B.
It's nice to get up on the back roads a little bit and see. I mean, it just shows you the culture and the history of the place. It's really interesting. I mean, for me, it almost makes me wonder more about the culture, because you don't really know about it. You just see it and then start to wonder. But those are the type of things that make me want to go home and research the areas.
I was thinking that at the cemetery specifically, that I just wanted to know everybody's backstory and what happened, and what was going on at that time period that so many kids were dying, and just makes me kind of feel a connection to them and feel an emotional attachment to them and feel their heart break a little bit and wonder what their life was like.
Yeah.